Welcome to Gutter Trash, episode 302. Nobody else but you. Hi. My name is Eric.
I am Jason.
Hello, Jason.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
It's good to hear.
Coming off of the release day of Battle for Zendikar, Magic the Gathering's hot new product.
Alrighty.
I'm actually feeling quite good, surprisingly.
Huh. Why? Why is that?
Because most of the day I spent pricing and putting out G.I. Joe toys.
That might do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but not all of the day. I got to do a lot of Magic stuff too.
Oh,
but
you got to.
I had to. I was mercifully allowed to. No, you know what? It's not that bad. It's Magic, but it's not what I love about the store. But you know, it could be much worse.
It could be, I suppose.
Man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm good. You?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit of physical pain. Don't know why. I feel like I might be coming down with something.
Oh yeah.
But it may just also be the change in the weather. I don't know. I'm just a bag full of complaints.
You're like an old dude.
I am an old dude.
Yeah. We're getting there at least.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course, all this in addition to whatever mental trauma I'm still suffering from.
Well, sure, gotta have the mental trauma.
Well, of course, it wouldn't be me without it.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't be us without it.
That's
right?
true.
You know,
Yeah.
Geeks worldwide. Right. Geeks worldwide usually have mental problems, don't they?
Probably.
So at least like social, mental kind of things.
Usually, you would think. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why we get so enamored with these outer space worlds and dinosaur time travelers and stuff like that.
Yeah. Kind of want to read or watch whatever
See?
this is about.
It's because of your mental problem. It's John Burns 2112.
Yeah, never read that.
I did.
Yeah?
I enjoyed it.
Do you happen to still have a copy of that?
No, I never had a copy. I borrowed it from somebody.
Okay, because that is the one of two Next Men related pieces of his that I do not own.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the other?
It was one of the more recent issues. I know I bought it. I know that it has been in my house because I read it. Don't know where it is now.
Man, goblins.
Could be.
Yeah.
Or ghoulies. Or
ghoulies, yeah.
Gremlins even.
Right.
What other
Ghostbusters.
mischievous, Ghostbusters are pretty mischievous. What other 80s
Critters.
critter?
Could have been a critter.
That's a good one, yeah. There was ghoulies, and then there was
Trolls.
troll. Yeah.
Cyndi Lauper from the film Vibes.
Right. Yeah.
Could have been her.
Could have been her.
She crept in your window.
Could have been Goonies.
Yeah,
They're
Goonies.
pretty mischievous.
Yeah.
But seriously, there was like the Ghoulies, and then there was another movie that
Like
was
Chud.
no, the Munchies.
Oh, the Munchies. That's right. I never actually watched that movie.
Right.
Like I've seen the video box,
Sure.
Like at GameSpot.
Yeah. Probably.
For $87 or something.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I've never watched it.
I'm
I'd
pretty
watch
sure I watched it as a kid.
Was it as bad as it probably?
Oh, I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that one time I did some research into the Munchies and found that later on, like in the 90s, mid-90s, late 90s, they had turned the franchise into a family-friendly comedy franchise featuring a single Munchie who was just sort of an impish delight.
They're like, Alf was so popular, we gotta turn this Munchie into Alf.
So yeah, look that up, folks.
Munchies.
Munchies.
So there was another film, or was it like a television show or something?
I believe it was direct-to-video,
Okay.
is my guess.
Yeah.
At least just by seeing box art.
Yeah. Okay.
I know that I think there were 2 Munchie films that were of the horror variety, like the Ghoulies or whatever. But then after that, yeah, it became just sort of this, hey, here's this wacky thing.
Oh. That happens.
It does happen.
Mm-hmm. Happened with Freddy, really.
It's true.
Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one. Pretty crazy, scary.
Sure.
Kind of goofy and weird and funny after that.
Yeah. And then he became a cartoon character.
Yeah.
Although it wasn't up until the 4th one that really happened.
Yeah.
Because 2 was just sort of really gay.
Yeah.
And then 3 was kind of, like they brought back Nancy and all that.
Right. But it was still kind of...
It was still kind of hokey at times.
It was hokey, yeah. It was a hokey horror movie.
It was, but it was still horrific at times.
Mm-hmm.
But then 4 was definitely the, Freddy plays video games, and he's got a power glove that he uses to kill people.
That one was pretty fun, though. Like, I remember seeing that for the first time. I was like, oh my god, Freddy's a delight. He's so fun.
Right. Well, Freddy is a delight, though.
He is. Yeah. He really is.
I have very poor quality bootlegs of Freddy's Nightmares.
Oh, yeah.
The television program.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was like on Friday nights when we were kids, right?
Yep.
I feel like.
Fridays or Saturday nights, on Channel 45 for us.
The Fox network.
Yeah, back when Fox was just that weird station that nobody ever really watched.
Yeah, there was like Werewolf, the television show.
I loved Werewolf.
Oh, I loved Werewolf, yeah.
Friday the 13th, the series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was great, too.
Oh, yeah. And, my mom and I would stay up late and watch all of those, including Freddy's Nightmares.
And Star Trek. Star Trek was on?
Never watched those.
Really? You're not into the Star Trek?
I am not. Not a secret. Pretty much if it's got star in it, count me out.
Even Dancing with the Stars?
Definitely count me out.
How about Star Reach comics with Howard Chaykin art from the late 70s?
Yeah, probably count me out.
Yeah.
Even Star Comics.
Starman.
God damn it, you got me. You found the one.
Yeah. Yep.
Every iteration of Starman that there is, I do enjoy.
It's pretty good
The
stuff.
John Carpenter movie, the TV series based on the John Carpenter movie, and the DC comic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then David Bowie.
Oh, yeah.
You got me on that, too. God damn it. Fuck you, Ziggy Stardust.
And your fucking spiders. So, David Bowie knew there was water on Mars that whole time, because what else would those spiders be drinking? Spiders don't drink lemonade.
It's true.
Nope.
They do not like lemonade.
No, they... I don't know, maybe they would.
It's possible. We've never asked.
Yeah. How inconsiderate of us.
Yeah.
So I guess we're going to talk about a movie?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I mean, we've been talking about some movies.
I would say possibly over probably.
Yeah. We've already been talking about some
Oh,
movies.
yeah, like Munchies.
Munchies and the Ghoulies and
Mhm.
Troll and Hobgoblins. That was another one.
But I want to think about Nobody Else But You.
That's weird and creepy. Yes, Nobody Else But You, or as the title of the movie actually says, Poo-Poopy-Doo.
Poo-Poopy-Doo, yeah. Which I like a lot better.
I kind of do too.
Yeah.
At least I fucking remembered that one.
Yeah.
Instead of having to ask you a second before we started recording.
Yeah.
What was the name of the movie again?
I actually had to look today earlier. Because I had the DVD box at home.
I looked it up on IMDb, but I looked it up with Poo-Poopy-Doo.
Oh, okay.
And it just came up as Nobody Else But You.
Yeah. Because it's a French movie, and apparently in French, Poo-Poopy-Doo means Nobody Else But You.
I don't think so.
It doesn't?
Nope.
Okay.
I believe that it is referring to a scene that happens in the movie, in which one of the two main characters sings a Betty Boop song.
Oh, okay. Huh. I thought that sounded familiar.
Yeah.
I didn't know where it came from.
It comes from Betty Boop, going boop boop bee doop boop. That's right, I just did that.
I was trying to wrap my head around that. I was like, did that just happen? Are my shrooms kicking in? Or did that really happen? In fact, we don't even need a musical segue on this episode because you could probably just lead us right out with another chorus or bridge. Boop, boop, beep. So I was at the library. I usually go there like every week, maybe every other week.
Sure.
And I was just looking through the movies, and I saw this Nobody Else But You thing, and I kind of pulled it out of the rack there and looked at it, and I was like, I've never heard of this. I've never heard of anybody that had anything to do with this movie.
Right.
But like they kind of described it as a David Lynch or Coen Brothers style of thing.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, those are two of my favorite things.
Sure.
And I don't trust when I read stuff like that.
Nor should you.
But I can't like just put it down because I would be thinking about it for like a week.
Right,
like what if it really is like one of or more of those things?
Yeah.
And especially both of it, because I love both of those.
Right.
So that's why I grabbed it.
Yeah.
And that's why we watched it.
Yes, it is. And I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. I still haven't really formulated my opinion on this movie yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but while watching it, I have never been pulled out of a movie so much because every fucking scene it was like, oh, well, I saw David Lynch do that. Oh, well, that's very Coen Brothers. Oh, hey, Stanley Kubrick's here now.
Really?
Every scene.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I can kind of see, because there's like, basically it's like a quirky crime noir story.
Right.
And I could sort of see some Twin Peaks kind of elements.
There were, I'm sure he would call them homages because he's French.
Right.
Whatever the name of the director is. Which I cannot be bothered to grab my phone to look up right now.
Because I forgot to bring the DVD case.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
But yeah, they would probably call them homages. I would just say, hey, that scene was in Twin Peaks.
Really? Like, okay, I can't think of a specific one.
The uncovering of the dead body at the very beginning of the movie is the exact same as
but it's snow
as Pete.
It's snow instead of water.
It's snow instead of water, and it's snow instead of plastic. But the finding of the body and the uncovering of it is pretty much exactly the same. The framing of it, the shot, is exactly the same as Pete finding Laura in Twin Peaks.
It probably is an homage,
Oh yeah, they would call it an homage, but it's the exact same. And right from the jump, already I'm pulled out of this movie.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
I was like, oh, hey, David Lynch, thanks for showing up.
But see, I'm sure David Lynch wasn't the first one to like do a shot like that, right?
No, but when it's the exact same.
All right.
The exact same.
I don't know if I'd say exact same.
It was her face is framed in the exact same way.
Oh yeah, okay. I see what you mean there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just mean like, it wasn't like...
No, yeah, people have found bodies in movies since the beginning of, there being murders happening in movies.
Right.
But the way that it is shot and framed and set up and the way it fades from one scene to the next is exactly like the opening of Twin Peaks.
Yeah. Well, they always say about foreign directors, they always just rip off Americans.
Well, sure. But there were just so many things like that where stylistically it was like, okay, here's a room with a lot of repeating patterns, just like Stanley Kubrick would do.
Right.
And, here's all these weird, quirky characters having this odd conversation in the middle of the snow. It's Fargo.
Right. Yeah.
It was too much.
I see. It actually didn't bother me at all, though, because I actually really liked the characters enough that I was just kind of invested right from the beginning, and it didn't bother me. Like I totally see what you're saying about all this, and like I saw a little bit of the Coen Brothers kind of stuff because I was kind of thinking about that,
Right.
like that quote on the box when I was watching it.
Well, sure.
But yeah, I thought it stood on its own feet though.
That's yeah. I still have not figured out if I actually enjoyed this movie or not, though.
Yeah.
Like I definitely didn't hate it for sure. You know, it was, but like I said, just every time I saw another homage to
Right.
one of those three directors, it just took me right back out of the story again.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they shouldn't have had the robot named Hal that was like in charge of the spaceship.
right,
Like
yeah.
that was like going a bit far. No, okay, so it's a crime noir set in Canada.
I thought no, it's set in France.
Wasn't she Canadian though?
Nope.
What am I confusing?
One of the characters desperately wants to be a Canadian cop,
That's what I'm thinking. Okay,
but they are in France.
Okay, because there's a lot of French-speaking sections
Well,
of
sure,
Canada.
of course,
So
yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
No, because our lead character, David, drives a convertible that has Paris license
Right.
plates.
I thought it was
Which,
maybe Paris, Texas, maybe.
It's possible, I guess. At least I can say that this movie is better than Paris, Texas.
So yeah, the main character, he's a writer.
Yes.
He's trying to come up with a story for his new book.
Yep. He is a writer of some trashy detective novels.
Yeah.
And our other lead character is a dead woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, that's not a spoiler.
Nope.
That's the
'cause-
first scene.
Yeah. She is our Laura Palmer,
Mm-hmm.
complete with diaries.
Yep. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. And basically, you're trying to figure out.
Who killed Laura
yeah,
Palmer?
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So. Oh yeah. So she's kind of like a local celebrity. Like
Yeah.
she's not a big celebrity.
No,
but she's a
just,
local celebrity.
whatever small town they're in. Mouth.
Yeah, Mouth. Yeah,
That's the name of their town. Mouth.
and she's a cheese model.
She is, and a weather lady.
And yeah, yeah.
Well, she parlayed her cheese modeling success into local news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, she's a go-getter.
Yeah.
And they find her dead, and everybody's really upset.
Yeah.
And our character David, is his name?
Yep.
He's kind of enamored with her,
Yeah.
and he wants to write his book about her whole
whole thing.
mystery.
Yeah. Because he passes the crime scene on his way to a hotel. He actually grew up in this town that our setting is at, and his uncle has died, and I guess he went to claim an inheritance, but
I forget what he gets. Yeah.
the uncle apparently owned a winery, and has left it in his will to the townsfolk.
Yeah.
And as his only living relative, he gets a dead dog.
A taxidermied animal. Yeah.
Yep.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So David, he decides to just make his novel about this dead cheese weather lady.
Yep.
And
So he basically starts investigating her death.
because the police don't really seem to be interested in doing so.
Nope, they have declared it a suicide.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And he sort of becomes a little obsessed.
Yeah. Breaking in places and whatnot.
Right. And he manages to convince one of the local cops to help him out.
Mm-hmm.
Because the local cop then decides that the death seems a little suspicious to be suicide.
Right.
And this is our friend who wants to be the Canadian cop.
Mm-hmm. He might be a little sweet on David too.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
It's revealed very subtly that he is a homosexual gentleman. Yeah.
And there's like this moment where he's kind of teaching David how to use a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
And it is like one of those scenes in a movie that's always a little creepy when a dude's like trying to show a lady how to play pool or something.
Right, yeah.
And he's like all like, basically like wrapped himself around that person. And,
Right.
And, but yeah, this dude's doing it to David, and it's not in a like unsettling way. It's like, oh, he likes him. He's just giving him,
And then we get a little bit of confirmation later.
with the gay porn.
With the gay porn. Right?
Yeah.
And then again, it's not blatant. It's like...
It's real subtle.
It's
like
super subtle.
If you blink it, you'll miss it.
Exactly. He sends David to his house to pick up a package, and he's like looking through drawers, and he opens one, and there's
some gay porn.
Some gay porn just sitting there, and he closes the drawer like, okay, whatever, everybody has porn.
Yeah. It's true.
I don't.
I do.
I have the internet.
Oh. Well, yeah. The electric porn.
I have electric porn.
I'm old school.
Yeah.
I have cassette tapes of porn. It's before they had a VHS. They just like acted out and narrated. It was kind of like one of those Power Records Marvel comics.
Yeah.
But I don't have the comic.
No.
Maybe I could pay you to draw it for me.
As long as you give me like at least a year to draw.
Okay.
And then I'll draw it last minute when you...
Would you draw a porn comic for me if I paid you?
I would not draw a porn comic for anybody.
Really? You do it for free.
I said I would not draw a porn comic for anybody.
Oh, I thought you said any money.
No.
Not even for Eddie money.
Maybe I would for Eddie money.
Yeah. He's pretty great.
I mean, I would hope that he would pay me, though, with 2 tickets to Paradise.
Right? Are you going to take me?
Yeah,
You're
sure.
taking sweet. Yeah. Always wanted to go.
Yeah, we got no one else to take, so sure.
Awesome. So then the cops investigate a little further, and they find some pretty interesting things.
Yeah. There's conspiracy at foot.
It is pretty conspiracical.
Yeah. And, And the plot takes a couple extra turns here and there. And
it has, like, this is the plot of this movie. Like, okay, I know they described it as Coen Brothers-ish, and we've both confirmed that there are things like that. But there's an element to this movie, especially plot-wise and character-wise, that I don't think you would ever find in an American movie. Like, it just has, like, a different kind of feel.
Oh, yeah.
And I love that. Like, it's just kind of a breath of fresh air, because a lot of times you start watching a movie and you kind of know how every character is going to behave for the rest of the movie.
Right.
But typically that's because it's an American-made movie, and there's a lot of, like,
tropes and cliches, yeah.
But yeah, a lot of these characters are really rich and interesting.
Yeah.
I don't mean, like, affluent. I mean,
No,
you know.
Although there are a couple affluent characters in the movie.
Including the president of
the region, which is apparently a thing that happens in France.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I did, you become attached to the characters, pretty early on. Like they're all, they do seem really well-rounded, and even like some side characters that, you just wind up feeling really bad for.
Yeah.
Like, the lady who runs the hotel.
Yeah. I do feel bad for her.
Yeah.
And she had, like, a cool, like, comical, vulnerable moment.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And she was a very interesting character.
Yeah, and she was also super hot.
She was very cute.
Yeah. Then there were like some things I just didn't get. Like, I don't think this is a spoiler, because, if you didn't notice it, you're just a fucking idiot.
Are you talking about the 60 fireman dicks?
Well, there's that. I did notice that.
Yeah. Most people would probably notice that.
No, the recurring number 5?
Yeah.
Ooh, I didn't understand what in the hell that was supposed to be.
I think it was kind of just like... I feel like it was just for David, for his character, because it was basically like he wasn't real sure what he was doing, and he just kind of like took it upon himself to follow this number 5, because it was like the key to it. He happened to be in room number 5,
right?
And then, like, there was like the bowling ball had number 5 on it,
right.
whatever you call the shelf that was her name, Candace?
Yeah.
Whatever shelf she was in the morgue was number 5, and he just started thinking like this number is going to lead him, and he was just kind of throwing himself into it, like I will find things and I will do things because this number is leading me, and I don't know, it was just weird because I've had a similar thing with my lucky number over the years where I kind of have followed it, and I can sort of relate to that weirdness where you're looking for some reason to maybe it's a lack of decision making, I don't know, but I find myself leaning towards following that number whenever I see it. So
I follow 311.
311?
Yeah, all over the country. I go see them every chance that I play.
Yeah. Well, oh yeah, that's right. And you'll hold up the sign and they'll play certain songs for you. Yeah. Nice. That's good. That was awesome. 311. I like it that you call them 311. Do you ever call the radio station I would love for you to play some 311? They're like, I don't know what that is.
Yep, pretty much every time. And then sometimes I give in and I'm like, 311?
Yeah.
They still have no idea.
Right?
Because it's not 1996 anymore.
Oh, that's very true. And that's an unfortunate thing, because 96 was a great year.
It was pretty good fun.
Yeah. Oh. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't think there's any sort of great significance other than just a quirky foreign character doing something quirky. Because everybody had some sort of weird quirk, and that was maybe his, I guess. But it kind of helped, he actually, it worked for him.
Right.
So, I don't know. And I wonder if, the number 5 was significant to him before he had the hotel room.
Right.
Because this whole thing started when he was in the hotel room and saw the news. So I'm wondering if maybe, he just took that as, a sign, I'm in room number 5. And,
right.
So every time he saw a 5, he was like, oh, interesting.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, because when he gets to the hotel, that's the first time I noticed it.
Yeah.
But they were pretty blatant about, the door closing and focusing on the room number.
Right.
But I don't know if, there wasn't too much prior to that of the movie, but I don't recall if, when he passed the crime scene, the ambulance number was number 5 or anything.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, he is a very well-rounded, enjoyable character, and then our dead lady friend is she's got a lot of different aspects to her personality that I don't think you would normally expect in that type of character.
Right. Yeah. And a lot of her character is kind of centered around, she was a huge fan of Marilyn Monroe.
Right.
And kind of a lot of people, I think, felt some sort of what if I'm Marilyn Monroe, reincarnated.
Yeah.
So, obviously there's a lot of similarities there, but she, there are a lot of flashbacks that show her, not in her Candace mode. Candace, it's kind of like Norma Jean was Marilyn Monroe.
Right.
And she was, I forget her name when she wasn't Candace.
Martine. I
Martine.
think. Yeah.
So there's a lot of flashbacks of her as Martine and how she kind of got into that whole role.
Right.
And that's kind of interesting. I think that was really good. And that's also when you see 60 fireman dicks.
Well, sure. But we were waiting for that.
I'm always waiting for that.
Every movie we watch, I'm just like, man, I really hope there's a lot of fireman dick in this one.
Yeah.
And we finally got it.
Yeah. Although
it has been
302 episodes. I think we can wrap it up now at this point.
We're done. We finally found our goal.
Well, they all were flaccid fireman dicks, and I was kind of hoping for Herculean erect fireman dicks.
Yeah.
So if we ever find that film,
okay. All right, we'll keep watching.
Yeah. Persevere.
You know what's going to happen is someone's going to send us a fireman porn.
If there's 60 fireman dicks, I'll watch it.
Now, do they all have to be erect at the exact same time?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
It's kind of It's like in those Olympic ceremonies where they light all the candles at once.
Right. Yeah.
It needs to have that sort of attention.
Yeah.
But yeah, so a lot of Marilyn parallels in this movie, including JFK and
Yep.
you know. So there's a little bit of conspiracy kind of theory thing going on. And
yeah, I think I'm getting convinced that I kind of enjoy it. I mean, I did enjoy the movie, but like I said, I just kept getting pulled out of it. And
that's too bad.
This is a thing that does take away from my enjoyment.
That and my dog constantly wanting to go outside, probably us having to pause the film like 5 times.
Yeah, that was fine. It's the bone chewing.
She likes to chew on bones.
Yeah.
Very loudly.
Yeah.
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 Well, when she gets excited, she likes to bite things or like nip at people.
Oh, yeah.
Like she's never ever drawn blood.
Yet.
But, yeah. But I mean, because I don't think she's trying to bite anyone. She's just like excitable.
Right.
So like she has to. She's kind of learning to chew on her bone. Like I'll come home from work and she's all excited and she like hops up on me and like if she tries to nip at me. At my fingers or whatever, I yell no, and then she immediately like runs and grabs her bone and just like sits there and chews it right in front of me.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, okay. So she's like getting that energy out of her system. So
hopefully,
we hope, yeah.
She's an adorable dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, she could be obnoxious.
Oh yeah.
Unlike Goo, your cat. Who shared time on both of our laps.
Oh, yeah. He's the best.
He is pretty great. Yeah. I did, I mean, okay, so the dog did take me a little bit out of the movie, too, but that's not the movie's fault.
Right.
It's your fault. For getting a dog.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, like... I think after a certain point in the movie, I think the homages kind of like took a step back.
Like he got it out of his system.
Yeah, like either early on or whatever, he just finally it was like, oh, I should probably just tell a story.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's how a lot of things probably start, though, where you're like, man, I'd like to make them, like, you watch Twin Peaks, you're like, wow, that's a cool idea, but I maybe would have done some different things, but I'm totally inspired by that.
Like the entire second season, I would have totally done some different things.
Right? Yeah, there's like maybe 20 minutes out of one of those episodes that I would keep.
Like the first 8 episodes are okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
The rest of that season just falls to shit.
It has a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go listen to my friend Joe G and I talk about every episode of Twin Peaks over at the Viewmasters.
Yeah, click on the link.
Yeah. Because, man, that was a thing that happened. And I know I'm sure Joe and I talked about it. I don't know if you and I have gotten the chance to talk about it podcastly. The Twin Peaks revamp. Or renewal that's coming up.
I keep forgetting that it's actually happening.
Right? I guess they've actually started shooting it now.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Because there was a point in time where David Lynch was dropped out of the project entirely because they were not going to pay enough. Either him or the budget for the show.
Oh, okay.
But they finally worked out a deal, and he's going to direct every episode, which... His episodes are the ones that I like the best.
Yeah. That's
which is
cool.
weird because I'm so iffy on David Lynch as a whole.
I like on his movies.
Yeah. But specifically his episodes of Twin Peaks are the best episodes of that show.
Oh, I would agree.
So it's weird that, like, I'm getting excited for it, despite the fact that I did sit through that second season.
Yeah. Well, he didn't really do much of the second season.
He did not. Yeah. He kind of dropped out of it and only came back at the very end.
Yeah.
But then also he did Firewalk with Me, which may be one of the worst movies I've ever watched.
Well, maybe he's one of those people, like, maybe there's some directors who, if they did television, like you would like their work. Like if Harmony Korine did a TV series, like if he directed
possible, I guess. Yeah.
You never know. Yeah, I'm excited though. It's next year, early next year.
I don't know when, but apparently they are filming.
That's
and
awesome.
There's some promo art of
wow, really?
of our friend Dale Cooper.
And it's Kyle MacLachlan?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's exciting.
Yeah. Hopefully he does a better job on that than he did as the villain on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not good?
Yeah, he was just... I don't know. He was having fun. You could tell.
Right? Well, that's all that matters.
He played Mr. Hyde.
Really?
The Daredevil villain.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Calvin Zabo.
Huh. I never knew Mr. Hyde's secret identity.
Oh, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
This movie.
Nobody else but you.
That one.
Boop boop be doo.
Indeed.
I liked it.
Yeah. The more I'm talking about it, I think the more I realize that I liked it. But
because it has, I mean, it does have funny moments. It does have kind of saddish moments and interesting character development. I don't know. It's pretty good.
I will say the ending, and I'm not going to spoil it or anything, but the very ending of it, I thought, this is too cheesy. I did not enjoy the very, very end scene. I just thought, it's a little over the top.
I don't know.
And I know that they kind of alluded to that happening, but by the time that it actually happened, I forgot that they had talked about it previously. And I was just sort of
yeah. Yeah,
but otherwise, yeah.
Yeah. It does make me want to eat some cheese. I get some nice cheese rounds from the deli.
Sure.
Yeah, because there's a lot of cheese talk and
there is some cheese eating.
Some cheese eating, yeah.
And a very hilarious cheese commercial.
Yeah, sexy and hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best kind of hilarious.
Yeah, right? It's the best kind of everything.
It's true.
That's why the show's so good. Because it's sexy and stupid.
Right.
No, wait, that's a different one.
Yeah. I don't know how much we can really discuss more that doesn't just ruin a bunch of stuff. But.
Yeah, because you don't... I mean, basically it's people trying to figure out this murder mystery, and we don't want to spoil any of that.
Nope, not at all. Yeah. But, I mean, there are... I don't know that there's any laugh out loud moments, but there's some, I chuckled one or two times.
Yeah.
And,
there's some odd characters in this movie.
I think both of us at one point noticed there's a scene in a police office that there's a poster hanging on the wall, and we both just happened to notice it right at the same time, and we're just like, what is that?
Yeah.
It was for the character Phantomos.
Yeah.
Which is also the name of one of your favorite bands.
Yeah. And also in that same police station, the kind of older curmudgeon policeman who's playing a handheld game.
Yep.
Where you kind of roll those little balls into the hole, you're trying to tilt this flat plastic thing in your hand and try to roll the ball into a hole.
We've all seen those games.
Yeah. His is really, really dirty.
Yes, it is.
But it was funny.
It was.
And I didn't notice, the first time I saw it, I was just watching the balls roll around, oh, is he going to get it? Is he going to? And then then I look and I notice
what it was,
where the balls are rolling into. Yeah. It's pretty foul.
Yeah.
I mean, not foul, but pretty blue.
Yeah.
Pretty blue.
Yeah. But it's a fine movie, good characters, beautiful scenery.
Oh yeah.
Though it is pretty much just snow covered.
Yeah, I love snow covered.
Yeah. It was fine. It was a fine movie.
Sweet.
I would. It's a fine watch. It's a good way to kill about 2 hours.
And it's French with English subtitles.
Yes.
Just so in case you're I'll watch this while I'm drawing or something.
Yeah,
might not work.
It's why I do not really watch that many foreign movies anymore.
Really? Because you like to draw.
I like to be doing something else.
Yeah.
That's why the movie I watched tonight, I was able to just pretty much stay on my phone the entire time and draw and do other stuff, because it did not need me to pay attention to it at all.
Nice.
And yeah. All right. Want to take a break?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. Anything else about the film that?
No. Yeah, I just think it was good.
It was fine.
I'm glad I found it happened upon it.
it was not a waste of my time.
Yeah.
And it's directed by a French guy and stars some French people.
Yeah, and I don't have the box here with me, so
I know the lead actress's name is Sophie Quinton.
Yeah, and I think it said this is the second film she made with the director.
Right.
So kind of makes me want to check out their other thing too.
And she was also apparently in a movie in the early 2000s called Who Killed Bambi?
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I think it was Godzilla, because I've seen that one too.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah.
All right, then, let's take a break.
Okay. Hey, welcome back.
Hey,
What's going on?
not much. What's going on with you?
Not much as well, actually.
Yeah.
It's been kind of a calm week. you know, just
well, it's good, I guess.
just working and drawing and watching movies.
Sure.
That's about it.
Yeah, that's similar to what I've been doing.
Yeah.
Just occasionally I get my sad little bouts of mega depression that have been creeping through occasionally this week, pretty badly sometimes. Some days I think I'm over some certain aspects of my problems, but then they just slam me in the face out of nowhere, and it's upsetting.
It's an ebb and flow.
It is. Otherwise, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excited for Halloween.
Nope.
But it's got that chill in the air.
I do like the weather.
Yeah.
It is cool out at the moment, and I enjoy that.
It's very nice.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like actually cold enough this morning. I walked my dog at like 8 a.m. and I had to wear not only long pants but like a sweatshirt and a hat.
Wow.
It was nice. Yeah.
I enjoy having the windows open in the apartments to let fresh air in after all summer being air conditioned.
Mm-hmm.
Like having a natural breeze come through.
It's great.
And I like it being, I like the house being cold, that I can use my comforter when I go to bed, but yet still keep the window open. Yeah,
It's perfect.
it is absolutely perfect.
But not excited for Halloween.
I don't know. Last year, my Halloween got made up to be a thing to enjoy, and then this year, that thing got taken away.
No,
So
hopefully you enjoyed it in a different way this
year. I don't know. I doubt it.
You never know.
Probably not going to happen. But also, we usually do some gutter trash Halloween celebrating, and at this moment we have no plans to do so, and I think it's probably because we just sort of recently just started doing this again.
Right.
So,
Yeah, it'd be cool though. We could do a Halloween episode.
Figure something out, maybe. So, but yeah, at this point, no, not really. I just, I know it's Inktober as well.
What's that?
That is, if you're an artist, this is a thing you can do. You can draw something every day and post it on the internet under the tag Inktober, because you're drawing something every day for the month of October.
Oh,
Like some sort of pussy or something who
could do that for an entire month? I ask you. Well, that's too bad. I wish I would have known that.
Yeah?
Because it started the 3rd. And
technically, it's, I guess by the end of this episode, it's going to be the 3rd.
And by the time the listener hears this, it'll be the 10th.
Right, yeah.
So I'm not going to do it then. I think I'm sure I've drawn something every day.
Sure.
I just haven't posted it.
You can catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I drew 3 things. I drew 3 pages in my sketchbook this morning.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got time to catch up.
Can I do that?
Sure. Why not? Yeah. There are no rules.
Oh, you can't. It's not just 31 drawings. It's there's not one drawing a day. It's 31 drawings, or
whatever. I mean, the thing is, encourage people to draw in ink.
Yeah.
Something for every day of the month of October. That's why it's Inktober.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if you know this, but I draw something and post it online every day.
I know you do.
Sometimes twice a day.
Yeah.
And so it's no real big deal to me. And already I failed anyway because I'm not drawing in ink. I've been drawing on my phone.
Okay.
But whatever, just draw and post it.
Yeah, okay, because I've definitely drawn something every day. So
sure.
Maybe I'll start posting them.
There you go. And just in your tag, put Inktober.
Okay.
Yeah.
And other people will maybe see them when they Google Inktober.
Right. It's possible.
Yeah. Maybe I'll Google Inktober.
There you go.
Maybe you, listener, should Google Inktober.
Probably.
Is that ink with the word tober?
Yep.
Okay.
One word, Inktober.
Okay.
I know that Troy Nixie is participating in Inktober.
Was it the Artist of Prey? Or,
yes. Uh-huh. And he is selling every one of his Inktober drawings that
cool.
he does for $30, of the proceeds of which will go to the Hero Initiative.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And I thought, you know what? I like Troy Nixie's art because he is the Artist of Prey.
Mm-hmm.
And, I can afford $30 maybe at some point this month.
Right?
I might buy one of his pieces.
Really? Nice. Nice.
I think they're just basically sketch card size.
Right.
But,
it's Troy Nixie.
It's Troy Nixie, the director of Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, starring Guy Pearce and Katie Holmes.
It's a different Troy Nixie.
Nope.
Really?
Yep.
Is it really?
Uh-huh.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. It's
Really?
not a great movie. It's alright.
I didn't know he did that.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But now he's making his return to comics this year.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, which is where he rightfully belongs.
So Prey number 4?
I hope so.
Well, that's Prey with an E, people.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
I guess we should explain that, maybe.
Okay, yeah.
There's a comic book artist whose work I've enjoyed for quite a while.
Yeah.
He did, I think we reviewed one of his books here earlier, the Jenny Finn, from...
Years ago we did.
Years ago, yeah. And he's also done a book that I enjoy called Trout.
Yeah.
And he did a Batman comic with Mike Mignola called The Doom That Came to Gotham. That was also quite excellent.
That's right, I forgot about
And he eventually went on to direct a movie with Guy Pearce and Katie Holmes called Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, which was okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's an okay movie. But recently you found a couple of books in a dollar bin?
Yeah, dollar bin. Yep.
Two comics, issues 1 and 2 of a book called Prey, Prey. And I don't know why you bought them, other than they were $1.
They just looked amazingly, like, ridiculous.
Right.
Like in a, like
super early 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the character on the front was just, like, posed with no background, staring at you, and he had a bunch of, like, pouches and weapons and stuff.
Muscles upon muscles.
Right. And like maybe an eye mask, but in long hair.
Something, yeah. Like
and blue skin, maybe.
I definitely had blue skin. It, for some reason, it reminded me of like Zen the Intergalactic Ninja a little bit.
They're bringing that back. But
oh, I know they are. Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't remind me of that at all. It reminded me of like weird horror.
Yeah.
Like European Liefeld style.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
And it just happened to also be by Troy Nixie, unbeknownst to me.
Yeah.
Until I got it home and you pointed it out. I was showing it to you. And
you showed it to me because you were just like, look at these ridiculous things. And I was like, that is fucking ridiculous. And opened it up. And right on the inside, written and drawn by Troy Nixie.
Yeah.
I was just like, what?
Right? Yeah, I didn't even notice it. I flipped through them, but I didn't notice the credits page.
He got a lot better.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Or at least a different kind of awesome.
Yeah, right.
Like, there's nothing wrong with Prey.
No, yeah. But
it's not the same Troy Nixie that he's become.
And then I'm friends with him on Facebook.
Well, you guys are close.
Yeah, super close. And actually, we've had an exchange or two in the past.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he showed me those, and I took a picture of it, and I posted it on his Facebook. And I was just like, what the fuck? And he said, oh, you're missing issue number 3. So somewhere out there, issue number 3
I'm gonna
exists.
have to find that.
Oh, yeah.
We should totally review it sometime. I know you said after the Ken Minter incident that perhaps we shouldn't review stuff by our friends.
Right, yeah.
But with our Facebook friends, is it okay?
Yeah, I think that's
okay.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Although I'm still not going to review Holy Fuck.
Oh, are you not? I was curious if you were going to pick that or not.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah.
I just recommend it because I do enjoy it. It's funny as shit. And Nick is good people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And also, I have a pin-up in the 3rd issue of the first series.
Yeah, and the trade paperback.
Yeah. So get it, motherfuckers.
Yeah, this is a good year, right? You got a comic that went through Diamond distributors.
That's true. Yeah.
Like that's pretty cool.
And you were published in an Image comic.
Hey, we both had comics go through Diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine was a pinup in a letters column.
Sure.
Yours was actually solicited in the book.
Yeah, I don't know if it was solicited in the book, but
well,
it was a legitimate pinup instead of just a fan art pinup.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Of course, hey, Art Adams got his start with fan art pinup.
But at the same time, though, mine did not include a personal response from the writer of said book, who also said that mine was the letter of the week.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Captara number 4 by Image Comics. Go check it out.
It's a good series.
It's a really good. Anyway. Yeah, you should already own it.
Right, and you should also own Holy Fuck already, and should now be getting Holy Fucked.
Holy Fucked.
In both the way that you might think that I mean it, and the sequel series that is currently out.
I agree. Are they going to do a third one, and what would it be called?
I don't know. I know he's working with the same artist on another thing. I don't know if it's going to be a threequel or not. But,
right.
Yeah. If I don't know, what would you call it?
Fuckingest. The Holy Fuckingest.
The Holy Fuckingest, yeah. Holy Fucker.
Holy Fucker. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know. Yeah. Well,
It seems like it would be a good trilogy, though.
Yeah,
like the Father, Son, Holy Ghost, like that whole thing.
Right, yeah.
The three testaments of the Bible,
Right.
old, new, and postmodern.
Right.
Yeah.
Homo.
Yeah. Where Jesus is a huge Devo fan.
Kind of a hipster douchebag.
Yeah, it has the yellow jumpsuit and
Yeah.
the little red power helmet, or whatever it's called.
So, anything else about it in your life?
I had nothing.
Okay.
Nothing at all.
Yeah.
Just hanging out.
That's
doing
cool.
some work. Doing some drawings. That's about it.
Watch any other movies?
I did. I watched a Charlie Chaplin movie I'd never seen
Okay.
called Monsieur Verdoux. And,
right.
It's one of his talking movies towards, the later part of his career.
Huh. I had no idea that he ever did any talking.
Oh, yeah. And it was bizarre.
Alrighty.
It was like half slapstick comedy, half dark murder mystery.
Huh.
Yeah.
Alright.
And he was the villain,
Oh.
which is also weird.
That is also super weird.
Yeah. But I found it enjoyable, even though it was a little odd the way... Like, I like movies that kind of walk the line between different styles and different genres.
Sure.
But this one felt less so like a melding of those genres and more like it had separate components and they were somehow supposed to transition more smoothly, maybe.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. I mean, he's a master filmmaker, so I'm probably just wrong.
Okay.
But, and I, like I said, I did enjoy it, but I thought the way it went from comedy to like dark drama didn't work for me, really.
Huh.
Like, I would rather it have been one or the other.
Right. What's it called? Monsieur
Verdoux, yeah.
Monsieur Verdoux.
Yeah.
I might have to maybe give that a watch myself.
Yeah.
Just
I'd
out
be
of
curious.
curiosity,
Right.
anyway.
Yeah, we should have watched that.
Yeah, well, you picked some other shitty French movie.
Well, see, I was like, oh, Eric won't like the shitty French movie, so instead of Monsieur Verdoux, I'll pick nobody else but you. That sounds a lot more American. And it had a blonde lady on the cover as opposed to, Charlie Chaplin.
I do prefer a blonde lady over Charlie Chaplin.
Right, yeah. I usually do.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of blondes, despite the fact that two of my longer-lasting relationships were both with blonde women.
Maybe that's why.
Maybe. I don't know. Huh. Yeah, usually I don't like blondes.
Yeah. Huh. The Charlie Chaplin's pretty cool.
Charlie Chaplin? Yeah, I've actually never seen a Charlie Chaplin movie.
I'm sure you have, right?
Nope.
I've only seen, I think, one other one before, but
I mean,
The
I've
Great
seen,
Dictator.
Clips of, some of his bits and shticks and whatever, but
Right.
yeah, I don't think I've ever sat through an entire Chaplin film.
The first time I visited Toronto...
Not even the Robert Downey Jr. movie.
Chaplin?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that is surprising. Huh. I found a used bookstore once, and...
Once?
Just once. I could never find it again. No.
It's like Brigadoon.
I found the autobiography of Charlie Chaplin, and I was like, that's weird. I don't know anything about Charlie Chaplin, and I'm surprised there's an autobiography. So
Right.
I bought it, and it was, not only was it great, but like I usually write down words I don't know when I'm reading a book, so I can look them up later, or look them up right then if need be.
Aren't you an overachiever?
But after I wrote down like 80 words in that book, like seriously, like he had the best vocabulary, and it's ironic that he was like a silent film star.
Right.
But his vocabulary is uncanny, and it's not like they were English words,
Right.
But it was crazy.
Huh.
And there were some. I mean, I can't offhand just like think of one because this was like 10 years ago that I read the book, but I just remember constantly having to look up words and like, I mean, you can read the sentences and understand what he means.
Right.
Context clues, people, context clues. But still, I was like, but what does that mean exactly?
Right.
So.
Interesting.
Yeah, he was very well spoken, intelligent. I mean, this movie, the Monsieur Verdoux, he wrote it, directed it, produced it, starred in it and wrote the music for it.
Huh.
So I think. Oh yeah, I've had a flashback. I think I maybe have told you about this because I feel like you said something about how he's a regular John Carpenter.
I caught the tail end of this discussion.
Okay.
And, yeah, I heard you talk about the music. And yeah, that's the thing that made me think of John Carpenter for some reason.
They are both real similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Charlie Chaplin's Halloween.
Well, Halloween is a very quiet movie.
Yeah.
I gotta imagine Charlie Chaplin's has got to be at least slightly better than John Carpenter's.
Right? I would imagine.
Because I am not a fan.
I'm not really a fan either. Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah. It's just boring.
Yeah.
It's just boring.
I'm going to throw this out there. I like Rob Zombie's better.
See, I haven't seen Rob Zombie's, but I'd imagine I wouldn't like that one anymore.
I would imagine you would, yeah. Still never saw Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. But I did see John Carpenter's Halloween 2, and also did not really enjoy that either.
Did you see Rob Zombie's House Party 2?
I did.
That was pretty good.
It was better than the first.
Yeah.
In fact, the only Halloween movie in the Halloween franchise that I enjoy is actually Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
Ah.
Which has nothing to do with Michael Myers or anything like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, because they decided that, we'll just tell different stories with the different Halloween movies. It'll be like an anthology series. And
people are like, hated it.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
And you know what? Unfair.
Yeah.
Because it's a pretty good movie.
Huh.
Yeah, I think the only reason that people hate it is because it just does not have Michael Myers in it.
Was it a slasher movie, though?
Nope.
Okay.
It is about witches and Stonehenge and masks.
Okay. Huh.
And a fantastic jingle.
No.
Should I sing it?
Yes. Can you sing it in your Betty Boop voice for me?
I cannot. Actually, if you go back to listen to last year, when I did the Halloween special episodes of Gutter Trash with guest hosts, the one with my ex-girlfriend Bambi, I sang the Halloween 3 jingle.
Wow. Really? Okay.
And thoroughly upset her because it is an earworm.
Oh, it just stays there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Huh. Maybe I'll listen to that. I
don't know. Or maybe I'll just sing it right now.
Go for it.
The urge is rising.
Go for it.
All right. I apologize to everybody who's heard me do this before and for doing it at all. Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
Okay.
Repeated ad nauseum.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
And that's a good movie.
It's a great movie.
Okay. All right. Maybe I'll take your word for that one.
Yeah, you should watch it. It's pretty good. It's dark. It gets dark.
Really?
But it also has that jingle.
Okay.
Which is a big part of the movie.
Huh.
And it repeats a lot.
Maybe I'll watch it this Halloween.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, not on Halloween Day.
No, yeah.
Because I'll be busy.
I think I'm going to be busy that day, too.
Yeah, we're working, men.
Yeah.
Yeah. Halloween party at comic book shops nationwide. It's called Halloween Comic Fest.
Nice.
Free comics and usually other stuff if the store's got any sort of credibility at all.
Sure.
And even us, we're gonna do one.
Well, that just kind of ruins it, doesn't it? I was making plans to go to Bookery.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, you guys are having like a little Mavericks / game swap party.
Yeah.
There's going to be music and other stuff, I guess.
Costumes and art and sales and free stuff, and it'll be cool.
And I will be there.
Yeah, you will.
I will be doing some art stuff, I guess.
Yeah. Horror themed, I would imagine.
I guess. I haven't really figured out what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I think I have some prints left that would fit the theme.
Cool.
Some monster stuff.
That'd be awesome.
Got a Hellboy print that I was selling for a while.
I'm sure you have some horror-themed original art to sell.
I may.
Oh, you got to.
I mean, I do, but I don't know if I want to sell it
No,
at this point. And also, if I'm there, I'd probably do sketches for people if they wanted it. And I wouldn't charge for sketches, and it seems weird that I would also be selling art.
Right.
But I guess the art is a little more refined and polished than any sketch that I would be doing. So.
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll figure it out by then. I've got 4 weeks, 3 weeks.
3 weeks, yeah. Maybe 4.
Whatever. The 31st.
Yeah. I think people know when Halloween is. Hopefully.
Usually.
Yeah.
Usually falls on the 31st.
It usually does, yeah. Yeah. I think last year it was on the 31st as well. Cool.
Yeah. So this is a different day for us to be doing a podcast.
Yeah, this is, what is today? Friday.
Today is a Friday.
That's a rarity.
It is. Not since the beginning of the show, when I think we regularly did Friday shows. Mm-hmm. But then you decided that to go get a girlfriend.
Right.
And ruined everything.
Yeah. But she's not feeling well, so I'm here now.
All right. Well, even if you had gone to see her like you normally do, you still would have done this because our schedules did not match up this weekend.
Yeah, we're busy dudes.
Yeah, well, you're a busy dude. I got nothing going on.
I might film a horror-themed thing with our friend Matt Brassfield on the side.
Pretty much everything with Matt Brassfield is a horror-themed thing.
That's true. Yeah. I'm going to go have a horror-themed breakfast with Matt Brassfield in March.
It's called Going to Biscuit World.
Yeah.
The Golden Corral.
Ooh. I'll have some spooky tater tots. And some blood orange juice.
Well, I guess I should pick a comic, I guess. Is it that time?
I'd like to read a comic. Yeah, I should probably go to bed. I gotta work 10 to 8 tomorrow.
All right. Yeah, I don't want you to get your pussy all discombobulated so that you have to cancel drawing night again.
It's possible it'll happen again, yes. No, I'm actually going to try to leave early tomorrow and take a nap.
All right. Anyway.
I love naps.
Yeah, naps are fun.
I love them.
I've talked about it before. I don't really nap, but occasionally I do pass out.
Right? Yeah. That's fun too.
Yeah, sometimes. I passed out yesterday before I went over to your house to watch the movie. Which is also, this is a weird thing. We watched the movie on a separate day from recording the show.
Yeah. That was unique.
Yeah.
Well, we did that for 300 as well.
Yeah, and also the Proposition, I believe, whatever that episode that was. So it's happened before, but it's still weird.
I like it, though, because I can, think about the movie more. It didn't really happen so much with this one, but a lot of times when we review a movie right after...
But with Batman and Robin, you were
I wanted to, chew on it. Right. No, sometimes the next day, though, or after we watch the movie, we'll record and I'll go home and I'll walk my dog and I'll be like, I'll just be thinking about something in the movie and I'm like, oh, that's really interesting. Oh, and I'll make a connection or something.
Right.
And I'm like, oh shit, we could have talked about that. But yeah.
Well, I totally forgot to think about a comic to pick. So, I am actually just going to pick a thing that I've already picked before that we did not get a chance to read. Because I had a mental breakdown.
Oh, okay.
So basically, 6 months ago, prior to our comeback, the last time I picked a comic before we just disappeared for a while, I'm going to pick that same comic since we didn't get a chance to do it.
Okay.
So we're going to read the Thrilling Adventure Hour graphic novel.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought you were going to pick The Thing from Another World or whatever.
Tales of Ordinary Madness?
Tales of Ordinary Madness.
No, because we both did read that.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And it was a pile of shit.
And we just didn't review it.
Yeah, and that was when you had a nervous breakdown.
Yeah, that's right. I always get our nervous breakdowns confused.
Yeah. Well, I was worried because I thought that by reading that terrible, terrible comic, that's what caused your nervous breakdown.
It was like the straw that broke the boat.
Right.
Okay, Thrilling Adventure Hour.
Thrilling Adventure Hour. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Me too. I gotta read it first.
Okay, yeah.
And then I'll pass it on to you as we normally do.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully soon I'll have that for you and we'll talk about it.
So is that a graphic novel or a series or what is it?
It is a graphic novel, an anthology graphic novel. So like just a one volume with about 4 or 5 different stories in it.
So people should look for it on the bookshelves at their local comic retailer.
Possibly.
Okay, cool.
Also available, I believe, digitally.
Oh, yeah.
And hell, if you feel like it, it is based on a podcast.
So you just listen to the podcast.
Go listen to the podcast, and you can be delighted by the works of Paul F. Tompkins and Paget Brewster and others.
Nice. That's exciting.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Thrilling Adventure Hour.
Thrilling Adventure Hour.
Mm-hmm. Well, cool. I think I might go home and sleep.
I think I might go watch a shitty movie.
Oh, yeah, I think you will too. Well, it's good to see you.
You too.
Awesome.
All right, well, we'll be back next week.
Yes, we might.
Thank you for listening to Gutter Trash. You can subscribe to the show from guttertrash.net or from iTunes and leave us a review. Visit guttertrash.net for email information and for other podcasts and websites in the Gutter Trash Network. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.